YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how Benedict Mathurin had a chance to win the game from three, passed to him by Kawhi Leonard, who could have took the shot but didn't feel comfortable enough to do it. And Benedict Mathurin misses, and then they lose 111 to 109 to the Magic. The Clippers go to 27 and 30 and 14 and 12 at home. The Magic go to 30 and 26 and 12 and 16 on the road. The Magic win the season series 2-0 because they beat the Clippers twice and only play twice a year. The only way they can play again is if the Clippers and the Magic meet in the playoffs, which will be the finals, which most likely won't happen. Other than that, the Magic won the first quarter 29 to 25. It was 28 to 28 by the end of the second quarter. Going into halftime, the Magic had the lead, and then they lost the third quarter 36 to 31. But they won the fourth quarter 23 to 20, which allowed them to win by 2, which is all that really mattered. Every starter for the Magic scored in double figures. Paulo Banchero was attacking that basket, was having a little bit of success, and sometimes he was failing. He ended up going 6 of 16 from the field. He missed his only 3, and he went 4 or 5 from the free throw line, but he still finished with 16 points. He helped them out still by getting 7 rebounds and 8 assists, and the 8 assists was the most on the team. He also had 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul, and a -5 and plus minus. He still got to figure out how to score in pass because he's just that good of a player. And since he's so dominant that with the ball, it can be tricky knowing when to get rid of the ball and when to score it. Plus, you got to be full in sometimes when you're trying to score it and you're trying to do it consistently. So he gets it. It's just a learning curve that he's going to have to get figured out eventually if he's going to continue to play the way he's been playing the last couple weeks. Tristan Da Silva, 30 minutes, 13 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field, all 3-pointers. He also went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That's how he finished with 13 points. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +8 and plus minus. Wendell Carter Jr., 33 minutes, 15 points, 6 of 14 from the field. He missed his only 3. He had 14 boards, and that's what he's supposed to do. Is space the floor, finish in the paint, and rebound at a high level. He did all of those things tonight. He also gave you 3 assists and 5 turnovers. That was the worst part of his night. 4 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. Desmond Bane, his jump shot is working, man. And when you guard him for that jump shot, he's going to blow right past you and lay it in, no matter how big or tall you are. So he finished with 36. That was game high for the Magic. He went 13 of 19 from the field. That was efficient. And 4 of 6 from 3 and 6 of 10 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. 2 steals was tied for the most on the team tonight. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +12 and plus minus. No Jalen Suggs, so Anthony Black got to start again. 36 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 4 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. Mortiz Wagner, 11 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 1 personal foul, 1 offensive board, and a +9 and plus minus. The man can score the basketball. He's physical, but he also got good touch. And he's going to make plays defensively if it's there and he can do it. Jonathan Isaac, 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 boards, 1 assist, 2 blocks. That was the most on the team tonight. He's lanky and long and fast. He can get to the ball, if his mind is made up to do it, and it worked tonight for him. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, a -4 and plus minus. Javon Carter, 19 minutes. He missed his only field goal, but he did get 2 rebounds and 4 assists. He can run the offense for you. He also had no turnovers or stealing block. He's always going to try to make plays defensively, and it worked for him tonight. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Jett Howard, 17 minutes, 2 points. He only went 2 of 2 from the free throw line to get him, but he did go 0 of 4 from 3. That was his only field goals. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. It was a -6 and plus minus. And then Jace Richardson, He ended up playing 10 minutes. He had 4 points and went 2 or 3 from the field. He misses only 3-pointer. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, and no turnovers and 2 personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. And then you look at the Clippers. Seemed like they was going to be able to win this one. They had the best player on the court. They was playing good defense to a certain extent, and they was hitting some shots, and it kept them looking a little bit better than the Magic. But the Magic just was able to step on them when it mattered. Quiet Claude Leonard, 33 minutes, 37 points. He ended up going 4 of 25 from the field. He's taking more and more shots. Shows you that they don't really have the offensive players that you really need to be able to be a good team in this league. And Kawhi Leonard said, "I take them. I'll be the guy that's going to be the hub, the playmaker, and the scorer. Makes him look better when you look at the stats, but it's not going to result in a crazy amount of wins, even though they do have a really good record within the last couple weeks and the last couple months. But we'll see how they finish out the season. He went 2 of 7 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He can come at you and bang you, bump into you, and finish still. And if he doesn't, he's a good free throw shooter. He's a good jump shooter from 3 or from mid range. He has good handle to create the separation. He has good strength and good balance on his shot and just a good form in general. But he did have 8 boards. He can do that too. 4 assists. He did get 3 turnovers. He had 3 steals and 2 blocks. A lot of times you're scared to even throw it near the area Kawhi Leonard is in because he can get a block or a steal on whoever you're trying to give it to or potentially might be giving it to. 3 personal fouls and a -4 and plus minus. Derrick Jones Jr., he ended up having 6 points. He went 3 of 12 from the field. If he played a little bit better, they win this game. Didn't happen, though, because he also went 0 of 5 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. They needed all of that. 3 offensive board, 1 personal foul, was a +2 and plus minus. He just does so much for this team, and they needed a guy like him, and it's good that he's starting. Brook Lopez, he's hitting a lot of shots in the paint, but he still made a 3. And he did go 3 of 3 from the free throw line and 3 of 6 from the field. He finished with 10 points, but he only had 4 boards in 22 minutes. He did have 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 steal, and he did commit 4 personal fouls in this game. And he was a -4 and plus minus. Chris Dunn played 34 minutes. He ended up having 7 points. He went 2 of 2 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 5 boards, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. And Kobe Sanders started. He played 26 minutes, and he had 7 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field. He ended up going 1 of 1 from the free throw line and misses only 3. He went and got 2 boards, had 2 assists, no turnovers, and the steal. And a personal foul. Him, Dunn, and Lopez, that's the type of games they're going to have. They're going to be decent defensively sometimes. They're going to get easy looks because of their defense, and if they don't, they're going to get wide open looks or some high percentage looks. So you're still happy that those are the type of shots that they're going to get. Batum going to do the same. He's going to try to find a way to get open for a 3 or a transition. Tonight he got open for 3s. He didn't make them again. He went 0 of 2 from 3. That was his only field goals. He did have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, are still in the block. He had 1 personal foul and was a -1 and plus minus. Yankic, 26 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He had 8 rebounds, 1 turnover, 4 blocks. It ended up being the most on the team tonight. He's fast, he's long, he's athletic and mobile, so he can make plays on the ball whenever he feels like it. If somebody tries him, and he did, and he only had 1 personal foul, so it worked out for him in this game. 3 offensive board, +2 and plus minus. And Jordan Miller, he gave them a much-needed boost off the bench. He played 23 minutes and had 14 points. He went 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. And then Benedict Mathurin, the man can score the basketball, the man can finish, the man can shoot a little bit, and he's hard to stay in front of. He went 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He went 1 of 5 from 3. One of those threes go down this game, but it wasn't meant to happen for him. He also went 7 of 16 from the field, which is high percentage scoring. Not really the most efficient, and he did finish with 21 points, by far the most off the bench, and that's going to happen a lot as long as he continues to come off the bench. He's a starting caliber player. You just have to watch him sometimes and be stern on him because his shot selection can be very, very iffy from time to time, and that's the only real knock that I have on him. He did have 9 rebounds, 5 assists. The rebounds was the most off the bench. The assists was the most off the bench. He still did have 2 turnovers too, which was the most off the bench. He has more chances and more of a green light off the bench than other players, and that's why you're going to see his numbers be a little inflated. But it's just because he's capable of doing it too, so you got to give him his credit on for being able to be a guy you can put the ball in his hand. He can do things, but the rebounding is really good for his position and his size. 2 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. Both teams shot 83 field goals and 48% from the field. 22% from three for the Clippers. 23 3-pointers taken by the Magic. They shot 35%. 28 free throws taken by the Clippers, 86%. 31 taken by the Magic. They shot 74%. So that was a big difference. Both teams had 43 rebounds, 18 assists for the Clippers, 25 for the Magic, 9 turnovers for the Clippers, 12 for the Magic, 9 steals for the Clippers, 7 for the Magic, 9 blocks for the Clippers, 3 for the Magic, 9 offensive rebounds for the Clippers, 12 for the Magic, 34 defense rebounds for the Clippers, 31 for the Magic, 18 personal fouls for the Clippers, 21 for the Magic. And it was just a close game that anybody could have won. Anything could have happened. Anything that was meant to be already had happened. And now it's just about who's going to make the last couple of plays defensively or offensively to get the game won. And it ended up being the Magic pulling off a tough one. And they still had a chance to lose this one. And it just wasn't meant for them to lose it. So they had to be happy that they played good enough to win. They put themselves in a position to win. They handled their business and they got it done. So I like what they did tonight. I like how they played and I like how they attacked and I like how they defended, a little bit in this one too. And the Clippers, man, they really was trying to find something. And it was clicking, but it just was stop and go a lot in this game. And a lot of the time they relied a lot on isolation too, which isn't that bad, but the shots are going to be something you have to work for and it might be tough and difficult to do it efficiently. But, they did good enough to be able to be in the game to still be able to have a chance to win it. And I guess that's all that matters at the end of the day. But, if they shot the 3 ball better, you can say, if they just moved the ball a little bit more, maybe they could have got a little bit of a different result. But you never really know. It's all about making plays and making shots at the end of the day. And the Magic did it more and a little bit better than the Clippers tonight. And that's why they deserve to get their credit and their praise for winning the game. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more.